Hi everyone, Danny here today to talk to you about Mel Robbins' book, The 5-Second Rule. Mel Robbins is a young lady, young compared to me, who was going through a hard time in life. She was suffering from depression, and she saw something on TV about a rocket ship blasting off, and came up with the idea of using 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 to launch her out of the bed in the morning. And from them has started an entire movement based on the trigger 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's what this is. This is a trigger. When you have that area that you're struggling with, it could have something to do with health, it could have something to do with work, just fear's holding you back. Something is holding you back, and you need to get moving. You use her trigger, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And you get going. And what that does is that stops your inner mind. We have the thoughts that we tell ourselves. And the problem that we face is when you've got something difficult to do, you talk yourself out of it. So what this does is that doesn't give you the chance to talk yourself out of it. As soon as you have the urge to do it, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And you develop this trigger. I'm a driver, and I'm a truck driver, and I deal with rude, angry, idiotic drivers all day long. I have developed a trigger. When someone does something really stupid that starts to get me angry, I tap a part of my leg, I take 3 deep breaths, and I'm immediately calm and over it. That's the same sort of thing this is. It's a trigger. As soon as you get it, you use it, it gets you up, it gets you moving. I like to pair this book with Carol Dweck's mindset book and with the book, The Practicing Mind. Mindset helps you get into the correct mindset of trying something new, of getting over your fear of trying something new. The practicing mind helps you to figure out how to practice and get better at what you're doing. And then this gives you the trigger to get you started on whatever you're trying to do. That is the premise. What I've just told you there is almost the premise of the entire book. So how do you make a 7-8 hour book? I think it's an 8-hour book on 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. You do a lot of repetition. There is a lot of repetition in this book. There's a lot of Miss Robbins reading things that people have told her about the book, about her movement and how it's changed their life. It could easily feel repetitive. It could easily feel almost like an infomercial. So-and-so in Arkansas said it had this, this, and this. And if you act within the next 30 minutes, it doesn't. And the reason that it doesn't, I believe there's 2 reasons why it never feels repetitive. The first and the number 1 reason is Mel Robbins' narration. She's narrating this book herself, and she is an amazing narrator. Her passion, her excitement, her absolute belief in what she's talking about totally comes through in the book. You do not feel like she is reading you her book. You do not feel like she's up on a stage telling you about this book. You feel like she's your really good friend sitting there on the couch next to you, trying to convince you, hey, I can help you solve that problem you're facing. I found something that will fix that. And they're just, you need to listen to me. You need to come on, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Come on, believe me, listen to me. Look, it worked for so-and-so. It'll work for you. It worked for this person. It'll work for you. That's the feel that you get. And as you can tell by my excitement there, that's how she gets with the story. You add that to the fact that just about the time, and then there are a few times in the book where you start to go, okay, if you say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 again in the next 5 seconds, it's going to be repetitive. And that's when she throws in some meat. And she she does throughout the entire book. I mean, you want to listen to the entire book, that you might be tempted halfway through to go, okay, I got it. Use 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep listening. Because in later chapters, she brings out more meat. She brings out some of the psychology of how it works and why it works, how to apply it to your diet, how to apply it to your work, how to apply it to relationships. There's good stuff that comes out later in the book. So it'll have a little bit of, hey, this is what it is, use it, some meat. This is what it is, use it. This is what these people experience from using it, some meat. It follows that kind of a pattern. An excellent book. I definitely recommend it. I think this book would be good for anyone. If you tell me that you never struggle with any kind of procrastination, with fear, with something holding you back, I won't believe you. I myself do not struggle with that a lot. I myself personally learned a long time ago that when my mind starts talking negative to me, to go do what it's telling me not to do. So it's not something that I struggle with a lot, but I do still struggle with it. And I do believe we all have those areas where, you know what, if we could just get out of our own head, we could get going and we could do a whole lot better. And this book will help you do that. Listen to the book. Leave me comments. Let me know what you think. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? I welcome any and all comments. If you like my channel, subscribe. And other than that, have a wonderful, very wonderful day. Thank you. Goodbye.